So welcome back to Outdoors with the Morgans. Got a nice load of logs here, dumped at the end of the driveway. What happened was yesterday I was cutting and splitting some firewood and delivering some wood, and Wild Miller Tree Service, they were working right across the road at the neighbors. And Jordan called me and asked if I wanted some wood, and I said absolutely. And I was going to take the dump trailer over, but I was pretty busy delivering firewood, and plus it was a little wet yesterday. I didn't want to tear up her lawn, so I said, why don't you just cut them to length, whatever you can pick up with your Avant, and drop them here in the wide spot in the driveway. So that's what he did. But yeah, this is all red oak. A little tight right here. I don't want to get out on the road, but I'm getting another bite on it here before I lift it into the dump trailer. I'm not on the road. I'm a good 5 feet, 4 or 5 feet from the white line. People always tell me I should put an orange cone out. I'm like, if they don't see an orange excavator, chances of them seeing an orange cone are slim to none. Yeah, we'll fit all this in this one load, no problem at all. There's a couple logs right here that I could use for saw logs, but I got a lot of red oak. Big red oaks, so this will all go to firewood. I think I'll fit it all in one load. Yeah, I should be able to. Red oak takes a long time to dry, but man, it's good wood. Good wood for burning. That one there, it's a little bit long. That one may screw me up some here. We'll have to see. Got it in there on an angle. Gonna move these two over to the far side. Maybe. Doesn't want to go over there. Worst case, I can just carry that big one when I take the excavator back. Or just set it on top. This stuff's heavy. Red oak is. This was dead. Probably the oak wilt got it, and he cuts this stuff this time of year. I don't think it spreads once it gets cooler like this. It was real cold this morning, probably about 26 right now, 27 degrees. Frost on the windshield. And that's it. Got her all on there. Happy birthday to me. It's not my birthday, but I got a gift. Yeah, that's a nice load. I'll take this down to the Woodyard. I'll leave the excavator here for just a bit. Come back and get it. That'll keep people wondering what's going on. You ever notice that when people see a machine next to the road, they're always curious? I always said if I won the lottery, which I don't play the lottery, but if I won the lottery, came into a lot of money, I mean a lot of money, I would buy the biggest cat excavator made and just have him come put it all together here at the house. Just so everyone would wonder what was going on. All right, for now, I just brought the trailer down here where we will cut and split this up. Right now, I need to run out for a little bit. I'll be back in a couple hours, and at that point, I need to start cleaning up the Woodyard a little bit and cutting, splitting. It's just the whole thing. All right, gonna take the excavator up. Like I said, later today, we're gonna do a little cleaning down at the Woodyard. Tomorrow, calling for a bunch of rain again. Be a good day to burn. I got a bunch of, just big gnarly stuff, crotch wood that won't go on the sawmill or be cut into firewood, so we'll probably get the burn pit going tomorrow. so that's what I call a good start right there. Each year, I get more and more calls from people wanting smaller and smaller firewood. For, you know, you could use it in pizza ovens, the smaller brio pits, the smaller solo stoves. So this is all 12 inches and split small. What I would like to do is get this dump trailer completely filled up. I mean, a heaping load of this in here. And it's going to take time. And then we're going to stack it all and just put it away for next year. I don't know how much of it I'll sell, but we'll just have to see. I'd like to put it in, I can't really put it in the IBC totes because it'll be falling out the sides unless I put some type of screen in there. Something where I could kiln dry it the rest of the way. Now, as small as this is split, I think by next summer, this is going to be plenty dry. But I'd still like to have it in some sort of basket, like an IBC tote, something that I can move around with the forks. And then when it's dry, we can sell it in bundles or by the piece or whatever we see fit. But yeah, it's really, really nice stuff. I mean, and that what you see right there, that is just 6 of those rounds out of that one big oak. And you know what's sad? That beautiful oak like that, it's worth more as firewood than it is as lumber. Especially, you know, when you're splitting it small, shorter pieces like this. This is kind of a specialty type wood. But, you know, by the cord, you're probably looking at $750, $800 a cord selling it this way. Yeah, I'll have to do some math on that. I really enjoy cutting and splitting firewood. I don't know why, I just do. And there's a lot easier ways to make money, there is, but I enjoy doing it. We've got all this wood and it's something that I like to do. And you have to have faith because none of this stuff that I'm splitting right here, I'm not gonna see a nickel for it for probably at least 8 months. You know what I mean? But it's kind of like money in the bank and just always trying to stay one step ahead. All right, I'm back in my truck. I got the trailer on. I'm going to pick up the Can-Am Defender. I mentioned last week I was going to get some lights for it. A work light in the back and maybe a small LED light bar in the front. And I want to get a few other accessories. Well, anyway, I went to Masitas Motorsports. It's not that far from here. And we looked up what I wanted to get. They ordered it and they said, you want us to install it? And I'm like, nah, I can install it. And they gave me a price and it wasn't bad at all. So I said, you know what? You take care of that while I'm doing something else. So they just called. It's done. I'm going to go pick it up. Come back. We'll see how bright the lights are because it's going to be dark by then. But I'm just kind of getting the buggy all ready for winter, deer season, all that kind of stuff. We'll be taking it down to the cabin here soon as well. I didn't think a heated cab and a side-by-side was like something that I had to have. After having a heated cab and a side-by-side, it's hard to beat. It is. It's really nice. And the deer, I want to mention something. At the beginning of this video, that little buck that I got some video of, you know what amazes me is we don't live like in some national forest or something. We've got some acreage, but between our house, where Levi and Kate live, in town, you know, it's surrounded by roads. That piece of property is probably, counting all the neighbors' properties, 450 acres. You know, I mean, it's not a ton of property. And there's houses on the road all around that 450 acres. And somehow those bucks will stay hidden all summer long. You just don't see them. And now, during the rut, I'll see 3, sometimes 4 a day. If you go for a ride in a side-by-side, you'll see that many in an evening. It's just crazy how they stay out of sight in such a small piece of property for that amount of time. I don't know how they do it. There's 3 deer in that yard right there. 4 of them, actually. All right, I got the Can-Am all loaded up. It's a really nice little light bar on the front there. It is incredibly bright. Got some mirrors on it now. They did a really nice, clean install on everything. Better than I would have, that's for sure. And there's a cargo light in the back. Yeah. Should be good. Here's the switches. That's for the cargo light. That's for the light bar in the front. And by the way, the headlights, they're not near as bright as that LED light bar. Not even close. But anyway, I've been looking for a rack for the back. I've narrowed it down to 2. The one I'm leaning towards, it's pretty inexpensive. It's just like a little half rack. Goes up about 7 inches. Then you have like a nice heavy duty tray, and it's 20 inches deep. So you can still put stuff underneath it. And plus there's a lot of tie downs and stuff on it as well. So I'm going to order something here tonight when I get back. And this will be about done. Ready to go. So anyway, I think that's about it for today's video. Appreciate y'all being here, and I will catch you on the next one.